Hey guys, welcome to the first podcast for Zeven.
Yeah, I'm Sheriff, and this is Marcus, and
Hello.
we are both from. We're gonna refer to it as ZevenCast at first, just because Zeven podcast is kind of a mouthful.
We're gonna roll with it. We might change the names up a bit. We're gonna probably change our logo up a bit from what you see right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it though, and we spent like 10 minutes on it.
Yeah, it's pretty basic right now, but it's pretty cool. And once we get a little bit more into it, we'll start doing some stuff. We might even have some music to like fade us out, maybe fade in. We might do a bunch of stuff. We don't know yet.
It's called an intro.
An intro, an outro,
And an outro.
and an outro.
That's really cool. I really like the word outro. I don't know why.
So to start off, let me explain what we're doing with this. Shall I? What we're doing with this is we are creating a podcast for you because, as you know, we put up a bunch of videos. Well, I won't say a bunch.
Oh yeah, we've had some videos, but we need some sort of buffer zone.
Right.
From the time we post a video and the obvious month or so it takes for us to get the time.
It takes us
to get another one.
See,
out.
It's easy for us to to actually film it. It's
Yeah.
hard for us to get together to do it sometimes because we both have separate schedules, and then obviously it's hard editing because it takes a lot of work, and we want to make sure it looks good.
Yeah, and sometimes we want to have more than just me and Marcus in there.
Right. And so we're always trying to find new people, write new sketches that we can involve more people in. So what we wanted to do was I came up with this idea, and Sheriff thought it was a great idea.
Yeah.
He agreed with me for once.
It was
Out
once,
of hundreds of ideas I come up with.
just once.
Like having a cookie stand. I thought about that.
Cookies. Oh, that's
Yeah, so we want to do a podcast. I've watched a couple podcasts. I'll just name them off real quick, which is the 10-minute podcast and the ZevenCast. Definitely check those out. I don't want to go too into detail, but both are very funny podcasts. Definitely check them out. The ZevenCast is a little bit longer. It's about 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
10-minute podcast. Can you guess how long it is?
I don't know. I think I might know this. Might need to do
Wrong.
a
10 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, I knew it.
Yeah. So we kind of looked at that and we're like, 10 to 15 minutes sounds reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna totally steal 10-minute podcast thunder and go, oh, we're gonna make it exactly 10 minutes. But no, we're gonna keep it reasonable.
We want to kind of go with what the conversation looks like. If we feel the conversation is going really well and we don't want to cut it off just yet, then we'll let it go a little longer.
And of course, we'll listen to our fans too. If you think we're being a little long-winded, or if you want to see more of our content, just let us know in the comments. Messages, email, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah.
My personal email.
Yeah. We'll give that out to you right now.
Exactly.
The reason we're kind of doing this is, like we said, we want to kind of have a buffer zone. We kind of want to be able to do something fun. And I know it's hard for people to want to like have us on YouTube, be like, podcast on YouTube, you're supposed to be able to watch something.
Yeah, it's just a picture.
We have a screen for you. I'm sorry that there's not actual video. This is just, like we said, something easy for us to put up.
Yes. For a grandma man.
Like we said, in between the videos. Yeah. I listen to podcasts and stuff like this while I run, walk, while I drive sometimes, which I be careful, obviously. I make sure that
just in case you didn't know how to exactly go about listening to a podcast.
Yeah, I usually put just one earbud in, and I usually have it kind of low to where I can still hear it, but I can pay attention to what's around me. Anyway, enough about that. You know why I brought up a cookie stand earlier?
Yeah, I'm guessing you're going to tell me.
I have a topic for us to start off topics because of what happened to me today. And I'll tell you what happened to me today. I went to go eat with my family, like I told you earlier.
Yeah.
Went to go eat. We went to Texas Roadhouse. Pretty cool place. If you haven't been there, it's a food chain. Got steak, chicken. The story is not about the food place.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I still have some left over.
Was it reasonable price?
No. No. Places like that are always kind of expensive. It's just the way it runs.
Okay, well, get to the point, man.
Point is that I saw them when I walked in. Ignored them, thankfully, because my family was there to protect me. It's not like a pack of wolves, but they might as well be. But I left early before my parents because I drove separate, and so I was all alone. I was the only one that walked out of the restaurant, so I had no choice but to confront them, kind of, and to explain what they are or who they are. They are the dreaded Girl Scouts.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
the name strikes fear into the heart of every man, woman, and child.
I wouldn't say child because they'll beg their parents to get it. So mainly just men
and women.
Yeah. And dogs.
Everywhere.
And dogs, yeah.
And dogs.
But okay, let me ask you before I get into how I was able to try to slip away. Yeah. How have you been able to have you been able to slip away from them before?
All right, so a group of these Girl Scouts have kind of set up their camp.
Okay, just because they're scouts doesn't mean they just camp out everywhere. They don't have tents and like campfires.
Well, they're constantly there.
They are.
They might as well sleep there.
Yeah. Okay.
But there's this little plaza where I go to school, and they set up right in the middle of this little circle that is between where I have majority of my classes and the library. So you can tell I pass between that place a lot. So in order to keep a rein on my credit card, which I can't control, I just swipe it without even thinking about it. Like, oh, cookies, yes, card, yes.
Do you debit swipe in your sleep?
I debit swipe in my sleep.
Like you wake up and you have like a crown like out of nowhere. Like, how did I pay for that? Oh, dang it!
Sometimes ungodly amounts of cookies. Oh God, I've already felt.
All right, well, let me before you go on a tangent, let me explain how I ran away from them. I didn't actually run, but so I was all alone, and I knew that they were gonna ask me because that's what they were really looking to do is wait till people got out, and they already used their cards, so they're like, okay, they're gonna use their money.
And it's right after they've eaten a really expensive meal, and maybe
so
they didn't want to pay for dessert.
Yeah. So like we got them. So what I did was I immediately slipped my hand to get my phone out of my pocket. Went for the phone, didn't hit any buttons. I looked down at it for a second. I think you know where this is going. And put it right to my ear. No one called me.
No fake conversation, huh?
I didn't call anyone. No one called me. I just looked at it as if someone called me and then just put it straight to my ear. I was like, hey. Oh, hey, what's up? Immediately. No eye contact with the girls. No eye contact with the parents next to them. Phone to ear, look to the parking lot, trying to find my car. And the thing is I didn't just act like I was just having a simple conversation. I was actually talking to nobody. Nobody.
I could see you doing that.
I did do it. I've done it before. I've done it when I used to do this when I would go running sometimes. And whenever I got really tired and I didn't want to look like I was just giving up. Because when I first started running, and I haven't run in forever, I usually walk now, but to get my exercise, that's
I know what that's
pretty sad. But when I would run, what I would do is I would when I got really tired, I felt like I wasn't running for long enough. I would pretend someone called me, forcing me to stop. And but yeah, so I have experience with pretending to get a phone call not to look stupid, even though I wind up looking stupid. But I was looking around for my car, and I was I talked to myself just I just put my phone on my face to ignore Girl Scouts. Yeah, I just did that, and I was I gotta put this away. But the whole thing about it is that they are ridiculously scary.
I know they're the most intimidating 8-year-old girls I've ever seen.
They are. I kind of want to call them there are words that begin with that's if you move a little bit of words around in the word Santa. If you move a little bit of words, I want to call them that, but I can't.
That's a little. I don't know, man.
And if you don't understand what I'm doing, think about write Santa, move a couple words around. You should be able to figure it out. If you don't, I feel sorry.
It's okay. You'll get it eventually.
But
just keep trying.
But because you can't avoid them. They're everywhere. I've seen them about 3 times this week in front of stores, in front of restaurants. They're everywhere. And they're always using that little puppy dog eye kind of thing where they try their best to convince you to buy boxes for whatever they're trying to win.
I know. I mean, I just that contemporary image in my head is all of that. Hello, sir. Did you like to buy a box of cookies? And I'm I don't know. I'm on a diet.
Your little girl voice sounds like a British kid, in the 1920s. Please, sir, 5 more pounds would get me a newspaper.
No, they pull that crap, and I'm a sucker for that, man.
Yeah, and what makes it worse is they accept debit cards now.
Oh my, yeah, I know. That's why I'm freaking having to.
Yeah, that's why you have to circle around them because now you can't tell them. Oh, sorry, I don't have any cash on me. They're like, oh, that's fine. We take debit, and they pull out their iPhones, and they got that weird app, and it's just why?
I kind of want to I kind of want to commend them for being such good businesswomen, children.
I don't know if you.
And also just run away from them in fear because I'm gonna lose all my money.
Like, I believe that they're like the Russian mafia.
Really?
I would put them in the same like category as hitmen, assassins, large men carrying guns, bald men carrying guns.
Bald men.
Yeah, like bald men.
Bald men.
Not into one word, bald men.
I don't think the girls would be very appreciative of labeling them as such.
Well, they're gonna have to deal with it. I don't think we have any Girl Scouts as our subscribers. If we do, I think you know that you're, because I feel like if you give them your money, like, because they're gonna convince you. If you talk to them, they're going to convince you. So if you talk to them, what's gonna happen is, you're gonna give them all that money. You walk away, they're gonna turn around, put a sucker in their mouth like a cigarette, and be like, fold another one, like their thumb, and start counting all the money you gave them. Like, it's ridiculous. And these aren't homemade cookies. These are manufactured. And I did a little research.
Of course,
for facts.
You would.
No, I wouldn't. It's just I wanted to feel good. So, okay, get this. Girl Scouts are a part of this thing called Girl Scouts of the USA.
That's to be expected.
Yes. They're a fundraiser that has started. Guess when they started? Try to guess a year.
1955.
Nope. No, this is crazy. 1917.
Wow.
They started in 1970. That's over 90 years, almost 100 years. Almost 96 years, if I'm counting right. 96 years.
Something like that. I don't
That's
know.
That's crazy. And this, as of 2007, their sales were estimated to be about 200 million boxes per year.
Per year.
That's ridiculous.
That's like franchise level sales,
this
man.
This thing is started by the Mistletoe Troop. In Muskogee.
That's supposed to mean.
Is that how you spell it? Muskogee? Sure.
Muskegee.
Oklahoma.
Muskegee, I think.
And in Philadelphia in 1933 organized their first official sale. They did it during World War II. I mean, the whole thing is that this is kind of crazy that this has gone on for so long. Like I want to say for that long, over 100,000 girls. I'm going to say that. Is that too high?
I don't know. I think that might be. I mean, nationwide. I mean,
it's nationwide.
It's probably understandable.
That's probably a reasonable number. Who have been doing this? Who have been scamming people for cookies? And the worst part is the parents are condoning it too. They're like with them. They're like smiling and all happy. It's usually moms, but like they're always like, yeah. Why don't you give my kid money? What, you got a problem with that?
No, I mean, like they do. They have to make freaking money for their company somehow. Not company.
I know, but why use little girls? Just put it on the shelves. You'll still make money. You actually can find Girl Scout cookies on shelves, I think. And that's
I've never
reasonable
looked for them because there's so many Girl Scouts.
It's so reasonable. That's why I love the winter, because they're not out there. That's one reason why I love wintertime, because you're never going to find a Girl Scout out in the snow trying to sell you cookies. Am I right? Have you seen one?
I don't know, but I haven't looked. Maybe there is somewhere, like in Canada. Do they have Girl Scouts in Canada?
I'm sure they do. They probably.
Would you like to buy some
not
cookies,
these ones. Yeah. Would you like some moose-shaped cookies, eh?
Got some maple thin mint.
But
that sounds like it would taste terrible.
This is of the USA, so.
I know, but maybe there's other Girl Scouts.
USA doesn't include Canada. It's not like one giant state.
I know, but they could have like the Girl Scouts, the GSC, Girl Scouts of Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, A at the end. They put A at the end of everything. I could just see them like, you could use a debit card, eh? I don't know if my Canadian accent.
I can't do one to save my life.
No. A.
Mine just consists of saying A after everything. A.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this one up. I think this was a good start. I think this was a good topic.
Yeah, me too. And of course, we no offense to the Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
I find them adorable and the cookies are wonderful.
They're gonna come knocking at my house.
Yeah, just in case they come out with the nunchucks and the
Yeah, they're gonna come out. Like, you go around a dark corner. If there are any around these days, you're gonna get attacked with like a katana and nunchucks.
What? What?
What?
You said nunchucks?
Yeah, nunchucks.
No, it's nunchucks. It's nunchucks. Dude.
Really?
Nunchucks.
I've always called them nunchucks. Are you sure?
It's nunchucks. Dude, the nunchucks sounds stupid. Have you been saying that your whole life?
Pretty much. What?
You need to reevaluate yourself.
Yeah, okay. All right, fine. Apparently nunchucks. But anyway.
Nunchucks.
So we're gonna wrap this up. please subscribe, like the video. Let us know in the comments what you think. Let us know if you have any ideas of what you want us to talk about. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, Zeven Pictures on Facebook. You should be able to find us. Like us on there. We have a Twitter. We don't use it.
Yeah, but not as much at least.
Yes, we don't really use it. But if we get a bunch of followers and we feel like we can actually use it, we'll start tweeting on there.
Oh, freaking Twitter's so hard. You wish you'd never been Twitter.
Really weird. It's really weird. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna just let us know if you think this is a good idea. We'll have more people join us. We'll have friends join us up here. We're gonna have a lot of fun. And I think for a first episode for a podcast, I think this is a pretty successful one.
Yeah, we hope you agree.
I think we should name this Girl Scout cookies with mixed up letters of Santa. No, that's too long.
That's really.
We'll figure out a name. That involves Satan. What?
Technically a handful.
They're demons. I'm telling you, they're demons. I swear it.